You for me.
Yeah. Yeah. This.
I after.
And then pay. Yeah.
And then I come there.
And
Ora.
tomorrow. I don't.
Ora.
Domani.
Ora io.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
7 euro for me.
Hold on a second, guys.
You're good.
Today.
Ora.
Um.
Moment.
Can you give me uno momento, and I'll.
You.
Guys, can I? Hold on, I'm not going to delete this. Are we already recording? Yes, we're recording. Okay. All right. So.
You.
Yeah.
For me.
Yes.
7 euro.
7 euro.
I
Yeah.
after.
Yeah. And
7 euro. I for you.
Okay.
Ora.
Okay.
Ora.
Well, in here, I have.
No.
That's
Then.
on here. This is back in USA.
No.
So, yeah.
Your friend.
Sorry, guys. So let me finish this, and I come back.
You're good.
Okay. Yes. This is how it starts.
All right. Good morning,
This
everybody.
is
Hey, it's us two and our buddy Cangelosi. He's over in Italy right now. He just gave us living proof that life happens. I'm right outside of
Yes, sir.
Joplin, Missouri. Fox is still in his spare room. And hey, Losi, where you at, brother? Tell us all about where you're at.
All right. So I'm in paradise. However, it's a little bit cold here in paradise. It is a known place called Siracusa, or in English, I guess called Syracuse. Now, out there, if you can see, I don't know how well the picture quality, right? All right. That is the Mediterranean Sea, sir. And that city over there, that way, is one of the older parts of the city. This is one place that 2 of the disciples of Christ himself, right, 2 out of the 12, landed to preach about 2,000 years ago. So there's a lot of history at this place. And then behind me, I got a picture of a tank. I'm guessing this is like a World War I memorial, because I still don't know what it's for though. Interesting statues though. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm in Sicily, and a traveling super tramp. Is that? Yeah, that's the name of it. I'm a super tramp. Everything is done by foot.
What made you
crazy? Everything's so mixed up. So much history, just history piled on top of history, piled on top of history. Everything. I mean, everything happened there.
Thousands of years.
Yeah. Yes, you had the Ethiopians come in at some point and took over Sicily. You had the Turks come in. You had the Roman Empire come in. It just kept switching hands. But this is by far one of the most beautiful destinations on the planet. I've been a lot of places in the world, and this is a paradise to me. This is a paradise to me.
Sicily?
Well, at first,
is the last name? Is it the roots?
It is the roots. It is the roots. Come to find out that my last name, which I don't want to air it out, is coming out of a city in Palermo, which is on the western side of the island. And there's a whole bunch of me's over there. So eventually, when I end up walking that direction, which is like another 900 kilometers, I will maybe meet a family member or 2, a long lost cousin. But I'm like the first to return in like the last 100 years. I think the majority of my family came over to Ellis Island back at like 1910, something like that. So, yeah, I'm going to constantly be walking around in circles just to show you guys. But if you need me to sit still, just let me know.
Oh, no. I mean, as long as it don't
wonderful.
infringe you talking. Yeah, it's shit. It looks like Florida, just better.
I don't know. He's got a hat and coat on. He looks like a Floridian at 65 degrees.
Well, yesterday, I mean, I was able to just kind of sunbathe, but today a storm had moved across the Mediterranean, and that temperature dip, happened. So it's probably going to be around for the next hour or 2, and then it'll skyrocket back up. But this is a place where it hits on average in the summer like 90, 95, 100, 105. It's one of those islands for sure.
Oh.
Yeah, it's still it's not that horrible though. I mean, you got the ocean breeze, so even at 95, it's not that
Is it
bad.
humid?
On the shoreline, it is. I've already been inland, and it's drier over there. Oh yeah. So speaking of, I mean, generosity on this island is just off the charts. People have been taking care of me in one fashion or another. Like it just doesn't happen back in the States. Day number 7. Day number 7. Okay, I met this individual on day 5. On day 7, he drives me 5 hours across the island. Okay, he brings me to this ancient city. It looks like something out of Jerusalem. Brings me to this ancient city, and he brings his bag of keys. We go to this one house, open it up. It's a 4-story house that is a couple hundred years old, but in great shape, just needs to be cleaned out. Then he brings me over to a storefront in the middle of the town, middle of the city. We gotta lock everything, check out what we can, and then in the beginning, it was about a kilometer away. It was a plot of land, I'd say about half an acre. He has gifted all of these items to me. He said, when you're done with your pilgrimage around the island, all this stuff is yours. Now, keep in mind, like he's got a whole bunch of places across the island, but people have been offering food and cake and cookies this whole entire time. Like every day I'm finding something, but someone has actually given me a house, a storefront, and a plot of land to live on when I'm done with this. How crazy is that, guys?
So
It's
clearly,
nuts.
Bidenomics does not affect Sicily. People are still generous and nice.
Yes, because faith is still here. Every Sunday, I mean, the churches are full. People are happy and healthy because the sun is out. They get their siesta time, which means that about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, everybody goes home for 2 to 3 hours, eats something big, falls asleep on on their couch, and then wakes back up at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, goes back to work for a few hours when they kind of want to. So it's I like it. If there was ever anything that said that my DNA was in a place, it's kind of like this, because I know you guys know, all right? When you got released to go to lunch from the motor pool or whatever else you're doing, right? You get roughly about maybe an hour and a half. You know, you eat that big meal and you're laying on the couch, you're watching TV, you want to take that nap, but then you got to wake back up and you got to go back to the motor pool, right?
Mhm.
Well, here it's like, we'll kind of go back when we want to.
We'll make it there
Well,
eventually.
Actually, me and Brucey were just talking about that, man. Like, real quick to go back to like our specific unit. Like I was telling him, I think like if I was at like anywhere else in the military, any other army installation, I probably would have still been in, right? But that place
Yeah.
was. You came from another installation to Fort Johnson, formerly known as Fort Polk, the Big Johnson.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
can you
shaking his
explain
head.
the
Yeah.
can you explain the transition, if you will, just real quick?
You mean from bomb holder from Germany over to Louisiana?
Ooh.
Like not the state, because that you're kind of victim of circumstance. But I'm talking about the unit itself.
It itself was just.
All right.
Like
Here's the thing: that first unit, that under that first sergeant, I actually kind of enjoyed myself. All right, I met a lot of awesome people within that unit, man. However, there was a lot of dumb stuff that we had to do, like constantly move from one connex to the other for no good reason, out in the heat, and that would sum up about every day in Fort Polk, minus if we're in the box, right?
Yeah.
So, the training was good. That first sergeant definitely pushed us. He had my back on a lot of scenarios. It was the Colorado unit that I hit. That one, when I came out of Germany for the second time, that one is the one that helped destroy my career within, a very, very short time. That first sergeant, that the way he picked his NFL draft, he just wanted to be the star within the battalion, but everybody was trampling over everybody to survive. And
Yeah.
Well, clearly you guys had seen a wanted poster. It popped up at some point. It just added the fuel to the fire as to me making a decision to leave the military at that point in time.
People don't realize how much backstabbing there is in the Army a lot of times. Everybody just wants to make themselves look good so that they get ahead faster.
For that NCOER, right? For the ratings,
Yeah.
and it's gotten worse. The system has gotten worse.
It's crazy. How many people have you guys been to different units, so you guys were in longer, but how many people have you guys met where it's like, your buddies, you drink beer on the weekends, but now that you're out or you left that duty station, they left, you ain't talked to them since.
Mm-hmm.
Some of
Well,
them
that
were
part's
cool,
a
some of them were convenience. Like, I got nobody to hang out with. Misery loves company.
Yep.
Let's get drunk.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah.
part is, it's normal, you separate, and then maybe the few good ones you meet, like 10 years later we're talking, that happens. But it's the ones that are smiling at your face in front of you, and the second they get some information on you, like they're running to the first sergeant, the unit commander, to put you in that spotlight of, all right, let's pay attention to him. So therefore, whoever's giving the information can kind of be like, all right, the snitch of the pod. That's what I want to call it. So yeah, the snitch of the pod. The one that thinks he's going to get rewarded by telling the guards what all the dirty stuff that's happening in the scenes under the table. So
yeah,
it happens in the military too.
Oh,
speaking of which,
constantly.
you know what does this look like?
It looks like Arizona to me.
Okay, because of you, buddy, you posted a few things, right? I learned that the fruit is edible, right? And I've been eating the fruit, and it's delicious. But then I started eating the cactus. I started slicing open parts of it. Okay, I'd open up the middle. The inside is like the green part of a watermelon, and it is full of aloe. It is full of water. It is full of fiber, and to give me a great energy boost. So it's actually sustained me for a day or two when I couldn't locate food here or there.
I thought you were going to say it was peyote, and I was going to be like, yeah, coming to Sicily.
No, there's food everywhere if you just know where to look.
Here on Sicily, okay, they're everywhere. Everywhere I look, there's food. Now, sometimes I don't know if it's edible. Okay, like I just discovered this as we're talking. They kind of look like grapes. I know they're not. They're squishy like a grape. I'm not going to eat it right now.
It's probably a date palm. They're just not ripe.
I don't know. But I will find out. I will test it later because I don't want to poison myself now and then all of a sudden collapse while we're doing the recording. But I will try to eat this because everything on this island is edible.
Did you realize that before we went to Iraq was the world's largest producer of dates? And it's palm trees like that. Yeah,
that makes sense.
We had coconuts in the backyard.
You are a coconut.
Here, what I've discovered so far, at the moment I step foot, is there's probably more oranges growing on this island than all the state of Florida, and all different types. There's something called the vanilla orange, a very rare orange that I got to try in somebody's garden. And when I bit into this orange, I swear to you, it was like somebody took a syringe, pulled up a whole bunch of vanilla extract, put it into the orange, and then I tasted it afterwards, and it tastes exactly like there's two items combined, an orange and vanilla extract put together. It was the strangest thing I ever came across, but it was so delicious. So oranges, lemons, large bananas, small bananas, pomelos, pomegranates, chestnuts, almonds, these weird brown things that look like edamame but are not. That taste fantastic. They're like a plant beef jerky when they're dried out. Tomatoes, the palm nuts, and the list just goes on and on. The point that I'm trying to make is almost every other day I discover new food to eat on this island that's just randomly growing. And I know in season, what will be coming up there'll be cherries, there'll be the white grapes, the red grapes. Like this entire island is just always flowing with food. So if Armageddon was to ever happen, I'm not worried. There's freshwater taps everywhere, and there's fresh food always growing. So I don't have to worry on the supply chains. Don't have to worry about my next box of cookies. To put it that way.
Yeah. Now what? For all those fruits, what's a pomelo?
Yeah.
A pomelo is like a small melon. It's the size of a small melon. It's ultimately would taste the mixture of an orange and a lemon put together. It's a very unique fruit. First one I ever came across, I was doing my trek out of Prague. I was walking for about 7 or 8 days on the train tracks. I hit the city of Pilsen, and then even though they weren't kids, but they were called the children of the streets. It's a whole family of them, all about my age. They invited me in to their domain, hidden somewhere in the outskirts of the city. Stayed with them for a few days. They taught me on how to locate food, and we located food. One of these places had 3 wrapped up pomelos at the time. Now, I was happy. I mean, I was such a happy character because in my rucksack, I had stocks of bread. I had all kinds of food. And then what I thought was I thought that they were chicken at first because they were wrapped up in plastic. I thought they were wrapped up chicken breasts. I'm like, yeah, this is fantastic. So we head back, right? These things weigh about as much as a chicken breast. And I get back to the place and I take my knife out. I cut into it. I'm like, this isn't chicken. What is this? And then one of the guys comes over. He's like, oh, it's a pomelo. I'm like, what the F is a pomelo? And he opens up a slice. I'm like, how do you eat it? I'm like, okay, no problem. I bit into it. Yeah, exactly like the mix between a lemon and an orange put together. I'm like, all right. So I just carried these 3 cantaloupe-looking things about 3 kilometers back to the place. But there was so many lessons in that. There was so many lessons in that. I was very happy. Got to try new fruit. Got to meet new people. I got to locate food in a way that normally people don't like to locate food. But when you want to survive, you're going to do it. Everybody's going to do it.
Where did you start your
I
journey
gotta try
from?
one of those.
Prague.
The Czech Republic.
One of my testimonies, I swear to you guys, I was invited to a dinner that was hosted by the devil. And I turned down an offer that was made at a very swanky restaurant overlooking the entire city by 3 individuals that probably combined had more money than Bill Gates, I'm thinking. And when I turned down what they were offering, because some very, very strange stuff was happening at that table, I walked away, and then from that moment on, my entire life just went in a very odd direction. I got to Charles Bridge, and I felt compelled to throw over the bridge, even though I told the bullseye later on a very different story. I threw over the bridge all of my documentation, my passport, my money, my phone, my headphones, everything, guys. Everything that identified me as me went over the bridge into that water. And then for about the next day, whatever witchcraft was going on, I have a fantastic sense of direction. I could not find my way out of that city for nothing. It was like across the river, the city would do some weird 180, and I'd be on the same side of the bridge as I started. It was the strangest thing that's ever happened in my life. So I was like, all right, the only way I'm going to get out of this city is train tracks. So I started walking the train tracks in just any direction. Luckily, I picked the right one, and I started heading west into Germany. I walked 150 kilometers on train tracks, guys. And it took about 14 days until I hit the border of Germany. Met a lot of cool people along the way. Some of them helped out with either food or money, transportation. And eventually, I worked my way down to Munich. I got on a bus. No documentation. Keep in mind, doing all this with no documentation to get across all these borders. Got on a bus from Munich. Went down to Rome, got on another bus. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do Sicily. I crossed the Mediterranean coastline, the toes of the isle of the Italian boot-looking thing on a Sunday night. So there was virtually nobody to check paperwork, so to speak. I hit the city of Messina, with a very large backpack, a rucksack full of things I pretty much needed, and I started the journey. So far, I think I've walked about 300 kilometers in the last 30 days, but that's been in and out. There's a few videos of me meeting people. We did one expedition up to Mount Etna, which is an active volcano here on the island. And yeah, so that's it in a nutshell. I'm trying to combine just a lot of information in this short segment. So if I'm talking too much, please let me know and stop me. Say, just shut up.
I don't want you to put. Should we keep all that? Because I just don't want you to get like, I'm like, oh, we're gonna come looking for you. I mean, you're doing your thing.
What are they gonna do? They're gonna put me. They're gonna put me on a plane with a free plane ticket back to the U.S. What are they gonna do?
Yeah, that's about the worst thing. Yeah. That's all we do.
So I'm gonna
send them back to where they're from.
Well, not now. No, in fact, the U.S. is buying plane tickets to send them to different parts of the U.S. So,
New York, Chicago, they're all getting mad about it.
Hey, I think this podcast, I think I speak for me and not my real dad, but I think we stand with Texas on this one.
Yeah.
No,
I seen a few clips. I've seen a few clips of what those streets look like now in some of those cities and the smaller towns within the borderlines of Texas, and it looks like not just a war zone, but it looks like Los Angeles has expanded the homeless situation into Texas.
Man, it's not it. That situation's everywhere. I mean, Clarksville, Tennessee, there's homeless camps set up all over the place. It's everywhere.
Not the Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
Are you
not
sure?
yet.
Yeah,
I fucking hope so, because that's where I'm looking at land too. Shit, I want to be away. I want to be miles away from people.
Yeah, it's nice.
But my good sir, we both have been discussing this podcast specifically because of one thing. You still got the haircut?
I pulled the Britney Spears before I left out, and I kind of shaved everything off. Like, I'm gonna go crazy. Man. I'm gonna look crazy.
Well, me and Bruce, we do it because of lack of options, not really a choice.
Yeah, I don't bother shaving it off. There ain't
just
No, it looks good on you guys. It looks natural. On me, I kind of have like an egg-shaped head type thing going on. So my head is my head's coming back in. My hair is coming back in, just slowly, and then eventually I can take this off.
You have like your head always did kind of look like a spider ass, but you had the super hair to Tom Cruise it.
Thank you, buddy.
Oh no, Maverick, you know how it is.
Yeah. My pride's not hurt at all. I'm wearing a spider on my head the whole time.
Oh man.
Oh, all right. So check it out. You guys want to see a cool tree? I completely forgot. Like one of the main things that's growing here. Okay, this is an olive tree, and these trees are probably every 5 feet on the island. Like there's olives all across the ground. So, but they're not exactly in season. When they are in season, I'm going to start picking a few, and I'm going to attempt to make my own olive oil. That is the thing. So speaking of gone religious, right? Not religious. I've gone on the pathway to Christ, which has definitely changed many, many things in my life for me. Everything that I need, everything that I could want or hope for, ultimately goes into a prayer, gets sent up every day, and they get sent back down. Okay. And my prayers are coming quick. I mean, the receiving part, the answers are coming quick. So the guy I was just traveling with was out of Holland, right? Last few days, he's been hooking me up with breakfast, lunch, and dinner, blah, blah, blah. Today, he took off to continue his journey because, one, I can't walk at his pace. He's like, he could have joined the Rangers. He easily does 30, 40 kilometers a day.
Those guys have been either biking or walking since they were born, it seems like.
Yeah, he was just at an unsustainable pace, and I'm trying to go much slower to actually do the recordings, to do these testimonies, stuff like that. Anyway, I sent up a prayer. I'm like, all right, Christ, Jesus, I'm going to need a source of food here, something to work with. And crap you not. When I arrived at this random cave system hiding along the seashore, okay, I get down there. There is a bag. There's a bag of 15 packets of prosciutto. Still fresh, still perfect. Okay. In the bag also consists of a half a pound of mozzarella. I'm like, man, God, you're good. I checked the next cave. Okay, I checked the next cave. There is a complete package, like one of those large packages, of about 200 to 250 crackers, fresh saltine crackers. I'm like, this has been my experience every time. I came across maybe 300 cookies the other day, well, about 2 weeks ago when I ran out of food. I sent up a prayer. I'm like, God, I could really use something. And then as I'm walking down this culvert back down to the ocean, and I look over, and there's boxes of cookies just on the ground. I'm like, what? So I open up one. I go to taste one. I'm like, wow, these are really fresh and they're good. I stuffed my rucksack with cookies. Now, keep in mind that 6 hours prior, I just got rid of a whole bunch of weight. I opened up a whole bunch of room in the bag. I didn't know why. I just kept hearing the word downsize. So I got rid of a whole bunch of stuff, and I packed my bag full of cookies when I found it. And about 1 kilometer later, my bag broke because I had too many cookies in the bag. But the point that I'm trying to make is, I'm not worried, guys. Like, this lifestyle, I'm putting my faith up, and he's got my back every single step of the way. And now I'm actually going to go. I need electricity, so today's prayer. And then over here, you guys see the shack, right?
Yeah.
There's a worker came out, and he see me looking at the electrical socket, and so he allowed me to plug in my shaving razor and my battery bank. So I have a solar panel, but it takes a while. So the point is, every day I'm locating exactly what I need. And to run this podcast, which I was worried about having the phone charged up, and this dude had hooked me up with his own power source, right? So this is everything. Small things that make me happy now. It's like a cafe, but they're redoing it inside. And from my understanding, he understands that I'm living in the caves underneath this place for the next week. I know. Awesome statement, right?
And then cave dweller.
Caveman.
And then through Google Text, because I got somebody hooked me up with a ghost sim for this phone. Through using Google Text, I translated. I'm like, I will work for food. And he's like, all right, let me figure something out. And then he comes back a little bit later. He's like, I'm going to talk to the big boss, and we're going to offer you about €7 an hour to help build this shop up. So I'm like, okay, fantastic. So this was the opening recording to you guys where you see me talking with that guy.
Yeah.
He's the one that's about to hook me up with the job here for the next few days, so I got some money back in my pockets. How cool is that? Right?
That's a bonus.
That is definitely a bonus.
I mean,
but this
technically you're an illegal alien.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely illegal.
Just, don't come, But I mean, that's cool though that you get the simpler side of life where it's like you got what you need. You got semi-dry place to sleep in a cave.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm going to show you that in just a minute. Just a minute.
The cookies and stuff like that. What's your favorite Hostess and or Little Debbie cake of all time?
That's the question.
Twinkies, man. I haven't seen a Twinkie in a while, but I grew up on those things.
Is there a way we can send you like a family-sized box of Twinkies?
Helicopter.
They're coming for you. Yeah. They said you dropped the location.
On my methamphetamine days, yeah, I would assume that helicopter was chasing.
Oh, you went like full Henry Hill type of thing?
Well, it opened up the spiritual path, to put it that way.
Oh, okay.
So to answer as far as the care package, honestly, guys, there is no way to ship to me unless I'm in one destination permanently and I can pick up. The only way I can mention that if you decide to send any monetary support. Okay, it's on my YouTube channel, the information, but I'm only putting it out there just to say that, because I don't want you wasting your money, time, and ultimately aggravation trying to ship Twinkies halfway across the world, only for nobody to be able to pick them up on the other side. So,
all right, so I got a boat, right? I got a guy.
My boat's only a 12-footer, man. I ain't no.
Right to you.
Did these Twinkies happen to fall off the back of a boat? That's how it works in New York.
These are the good American ones. Extra sugar, extra preservatives.
We're not in New York, man.
Yeah.
Well, Fox is in South New York.
Kinda. I went on a drive yesterday, bro.
Yeah.
And it was I went to the flea market and I tried to go to the beach, but there was no parking. And I don't pay for parking because I kind of pay taxes.
Yeah.
But
Liar.
I don't. But
well, that's half the population here. Nobody wants to pay taxes, so nobody does.
I don't have taxable income.
Thank you, buddy. I'll come back.
We've made a whole 2 cents off our podcast so far.
It's taxable.
But
all right, so here's the thing. Now
he ain't got his hand
I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you guys how I'm living. All right. Now I'm hoping the wind died down because it kind of died down up here. Everybody's having a good time. This is a good sign. Yeah, kids. Oh, this. Okay. In the U.S., this doesn't happen, right? The bicycles, the scooters, and everything. Where are the kids? They're inside playing. Ooh. I would say, depending where you're at, but I haven't seen it in the U.S. in a hot minute because the internet has everybody locked into their homes.
Hey, here, that's our business right now, okay? We love you.
Oh, yes. Yes, I know this, but okay, but you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Where be a kid, scrape your knees,
kids want Xbox.
Exactly.
Kids want to play. Kids want to ride a bicycle on their Xbox instead of outside. Yeah.
Yes. And that's the point I'm trying to get at is the sunlight, the vitamin D, all of those things makes a huge difference on your hormone system. So therefore you can operate, your body can operate correctly. You can feel better. And if the kid is constantly inside playing video games on the cell phone, they're dying. They're dying inside.
They're gonna be fat and die of diabetes at the age of 38 and complain about it the whole time. Okay, I'll say it.
Exactly.
I'm the Stone Cold Steve Austin of this show.
This wall, I'm gonna hop over here in just a minute. I just want to make sure I got everything in my pockets because I don't want to lose it over the cliff line because the cliff line is like a 200-meter drop into the sea over here. So 1 second.
Sounds like
I'll show you guys where.
You're like the Sicilian Bear Grylls, bro.
Oh, you have no idea.
I mean, if you fall, I am going to post it because it will get some really good ratings. And we will come. Right. I mean, I hate to use your.
Let me show you. Let me show you.
Holy shit!
All right.
Yeah, don't fall.
This is what I'm waking up to. So hold on. Now I'm going to show you where I'm staying. I'm going to show you my cave.
Oh my god! You don't get scared
so
like
somebody's
like somebody's gonna
I'll tell you no, I'm not. You know why? Me. I'm the crazy one here. It's the crazy one you got to watch out for.
I'll fuck you back.
No, I have zero fear because my faith, like I said, every single day is being put up, and every day ahead of me is it's just better and better. I haven't had any problems, and I won't have any problems.
You were in a some type of I watched a video. I forget exactly where. It's an abandoned building, and you found the book and the shroud and the cape and everything. It looked like a KKK thing.
Oh yeah, the wizard. I found the wizard.
Wizard, yeah. I was just like, bro, I wouldn't do that in America unless I had, a nice big old something I could take a bear. With.
Yeah, and that's the thing is all those fear moments. Well, let's say the meth definitely changed my mentality. Okay, and I've seen some crazy stuff. I'm not just shadow people. We're talking about like the Watchers and all kinds of demonic activity and whatnot. And after going through the darkest dark you can possibly go through, anything else is light. So if I come across a uniform, it's not going to bother me none. Now the question is, what happened to the person and why did they leave it behind?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's about the person in it. Yeah. Holy
what are the
shit!
Now,
well, I'm just looking at the
Hold
piers
on.
behind you there. It's like they're showing up
yeah. This had to be redone, even though it looks relatively new within the last 100 years, just to make sure that that doesn't come down up top. So
Yeah, I
this
just
is where I was
imagine that.
staying first. In this cave over here, I was staying last night, which is actually really warm and out of the winds. And then I was like, you know what? I want some sun.
You found the
And I
bonus
moved down
cave.
here. And this is where I'm staying right now.
Were they mining something out of there, or is that where somebody was
Yeah.
living? I mean, what's the origin of those? Because they were obviously made.
All right, so this was carved out like hundreds of years ago. There are ancient steps that go down this way, down to the sea. I'm guessing a docking station for the old wooden ships. But the stairs are completely like they're kind of washed out. I flattened out the area a little bit more, and I made it at such an angle that I can sleep on. Now, this right here is what I wake up to, at least tomorrow morning.
That'd be nice.
That's crazy.
All right. Now, this living style costs me nothing. Okay, absolutely nothing. Everything I've ever needed on this journey, I find at the right moment. After I send the prayer up, within about 30 minutes, I get pretty much whatever it is I need. And everything has been supplied on this journey because it's part of the testimony to show you guys it can be done. This lifestyle can be done. You can have no fear. You can actually enjoy the day for what it is when you put your faith up. Now, versus something like that up there, right? Whether you buy the house or rent it out, whatever the case may be, let's say you're spending $1,000, $2,000 a month on a place, a 2-bedroom place like that, right? To overlook this place down here, right? Or you can get a full-on experience
and just
with $100 tent and live in the cave.
And how long did they have to work to spend a weekend in that place and just slave their life away?
Exactly.
Do you like soil their moment and just like hang your ass over the end and like pooping it and just be like, I'm doing it for free? I would.
So when I'm in the woods, okay, if you hear somebody pooping in the woods, right, then that's probably me, right?
Why did anybody hear you poop?
The rest of the time, there's so many cafes and restaurants, and I maintain a fresh look. Like I constantly try to shave, I wash my clothes, I wash my ass, right? So if I actually use the baño, people are like, yeah, it's just in the back. So I get to use normal toilets most part. All right, I'm gonna take it to the other side of this place.
Take it to the other side of my cave.
I'm
not gonna lie, it's actually cool, especially like if you were able, like if they had some type of way, but I'm sure they have like ruins all over like that where it can go back to like Carthage type time, you know, before that.
You're absolutely right, and I have seen them. They are. If I was able to walk this entire coastline today with you guys on the channel, there's endless amounts of stuff I could show you that would prove that era existed here.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's crazy because you don't see a bunch of junk and litter like you would here at any of the shoreline of America.
Everywhere.
You're right about that. The beaches, sometimes, the Sicilians here, they have a garbage system. And the garbage system is they just make it go away, which means they put it in the car. There's some local dump site and they kind of toss it over a bridge, and that's where everybody puts their stuff. All right, so over here, this entire cliff face, I guess, collapsed relatively recently, probably within the last earthquake or so, because you can see all those giant boulders down there. And up there, they got a number of posted signs saying, "Don't go up there. Don't." No trespassing, blah, 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 just for safety reasons, because that thing can definitely come down at any point in time. And that's why I didn't camp over there. So I pay attention. How good is the picture quality? Can you guys see the city over there? Okay.
Yeah.
Somewhere on this part of the island, or this part of the city, like I said, two of Christ's disciples step foot. And I'm going to find out where. There's a reason why I'm here. I'm going to find out where they did their preaching.
Well,
Yeah.
I was going to ask, do you have like a fishing pole?
I did, but then I didn't really use it that all. So it was one of those things I had to let go of. I was carrying too much weight.
That'd be big to carry around too. Just size
It's not just the fish. Well, I had a collapsible one, right? I had a collapsible one, but then you're carrying the pole, you're carrying the tackle, you're carrying whatever little bits and pieces of stuff. Then you got to find the bait. Then when you catch a fish, okay, you got to kind of keep it alive for a little bit, which then also means you need cutting material, you need cooking material, you need seasoning, you need this and that. And before you know it, you've got like 20 pounds of added stuff just for fishing. So as much as I love fishing, it wasn't feasible.
Man, what a beautiful.
I thought that would be like an easy source of food since you're on an island, essentially.
There's food all over the ground, man. I just have to look down and there's something to eat. Clearly, there's sliced ham. I just, look at that. I'm set on food. But anyway, I have talked a whole bunch. I tried to cram 3 months of information into about 30 minutes. How are you guys doing?
Oh, man.
Go for it, Bruce. Well, I'm in my mom's spare room.
Yeah, Jason hangs out in his mom's spare room all the time and goes to flea market and doesn't take videos of it or anything like that. And I'm just out traveling around in a truck, seeing what I see.
What kind of truck are we talking about?
Not quite.
A camper or
semi? No, semi.
Oh, semi.
Driving truck.
No, he's actually
driving truck over the road. Just came back. Just going to Indiana from Phoenix. Just traveling the highways.
How many miles?
Doing my thing.
How many miles do you do in a year?
Shoot, I don't know. I just had 3,200 last week, so a lot.
I bet you about 100 grand.
You're doing good then.
About 100.
You're definitely doing good.
Yeah, I'm living.
Do you, as far as the truck that you're driving, is this something that you have contracted out to you? Is it purchased something you own? Because I don't own it. Owning one of these things, it's like owning a house.
A house is probably cheaper. Yeah, I just work for the company. I do not want to deal with the maintenance and the fuel. No.
All the permits.
Going to New York and buying fuel? No. California buying fuel? Oh, hell no.
Illinois?
What is it at now?
Can't see the sign.
It was like 308 here yesterday. About average.
I think it was right around $4 a gallon for diesel.
That's not bad.
Something for gas or something like that, I think.
Yeah, all right. So I'm saying that's not bad because gas prices here, well, the majority of Europe, but here on this island is roughly about €1.50 per liter. And there's 3.5 liters to a gallon. Okay. Yeah. So if you do the math and then the conversion rate, you get an idea how expensive 1 gallon of gas is.
Mm-hmm. Well, I remember when I was in Germany, you were in Germany way after I was. Did they still give the you go on post vouchers? And you buy the fuel voucher? Yeah, and then you pay with that when you get off post, buying fuel off post? Yeah,
the first time around in Germany, there was the coupons, and then they moved to a card system second time around. The card system came about because apparently at one point somebody had stolen a couple $100,000 worth of vouchers, and they're not really trackable. So then they revamped the whole system.
Okay.
You know what? Let's take you guys into the monastery. See if I can do that.
Yeah.
No. Man, yeah.
Go ahead.
What you gonna say, Bruce?
Well, I was trying to remember how much fuel was when I was over there. I want to think it was that was a long time ago. God, it was still March when I was there. I want to think it was like a Mark 50 liter or something like that.
Speaking of which, all right, the places that you could use the vouchers was an Esso gas station, right?
Mm-hmm. Esso, I think BP also.
What are the chances? I just walked around the corner. There's an Esso.
Pretty good, actually.
That was the only one. That's the only one you could use.
God, all right. I thought you could use my BP when I was there. Maybe.
No, just the Essos.
It's been since 90. Shit, I got married in 93 since I was there. So it's,
Oh wow,
it's been
that's a
day or two.
that's a
Man,
hot
he's
minute.
old as hell, bro. Listen to this. Bruce signed up closer to the end of Vietnam than he did to the beginning of the Iraq and Afghanistan conflict in
Shut up.
01.
Well, what? No, not Vietnam. It is the Gulf War.
No, he signed up closer to the
I
end of
was
Vietnam.
in the Gulf War, the
Yeah.
first one.
Oh, you were in the Gulf War.
Yeah.
Oh,
I used
okay,
that
okay,
one.
gotcha.
It was a bias.
1988, yeah. First time.
Is it open? Trying to take you guys inside an ancient monastery. I was here this morning for church, and it's one of those places that you guys still wear the brown robes with the
Oh,
Wow.
belts,
Like
with the
monks?
rope belts around. But it's looking kind of close.
Do they have their hair cut back
Yeah,
here?
it's a monastery.
Are those friars or monks?
No, they were. I don't know.
I think it's.
I don't know.
I could be completely wrong, but I think it's a different word for the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be.
Synonym.
Honestly, oh man, it is closed. It was absolutely beautiful inside this morning. I've been having this luck where every Sunday I'm attending church now, no matter what city I'm in. But I always forget that I'm attending church, and then I'm kind of walking around and I see a door open, and I'll go to walk in, and then the church service starts like 5 minutes later. I'm like, oh, I'm on time.
Is it? Are
I'm
they
3
all
for 3.
relatively- Like, how many different kind of religions are like you seeing like out there? Is it mostly just
All right,
like
so mostly Roman Catholic. I know there's probably a group the Muslim faith around, but I really haven't come across that. And this is definitely one of those staging points, the jump off points for everybody that's kind of refugeeing out of Africa. They'll come here first and then head over to the boot and head up Italy, back up into Europe as well.
Europe? No.
Let's see. I'm here, guys. I'm taking a random tour of the city.
That's cool as hell.
Just trying to think if didn't some of the Crusades start out from there?
Well, according to the ritual manual that I found with the wizard cape, I had seen a picture in there of the what are they called? The night, not the Knights Templar. No, Knights Templar.
Yeah, that was one of them.
But they had a whole breakdown of their insignia over the years here on Sicily. So I would assume so. All right,
That's crazy. The stuff you'll find out there.
Mm-hmm. Can you guys hear me okay, or is it the traffic noise, the winds?
It's not even hearing the traffic.
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. Because I think the volume or the sound is being picked up from the headphones, and since I got this cap on, it's actually muffling the outside turmoil, so to speak.
Yeah, no, you're pretty.
Right.
It sounds pretty damn good.
Yeah,
that didn't.
Let's go this way. I want to show you some more magic if I can. How long was this podcast going for?
Your battery life?
Hourish generally.
Okay, how long are we on?
We're at about almost 50 minutes.
Oh wow, oh my best.
Hey, that's the beauty of it, because sometimes it's this is whatever we want it to be. And that's
Sorry,
one
buddy.
sound. But it's just your journey, man. It's interesting. It's different because, like, when we met you, you had a Corvette and you were the cool kid.
And a pickup and a 4-wheeler, with a pickup and hauling a 4-wheeler around all the time.
Yeah,
and then somebody decided to drive on top of the Corvette, and that went out the door. And then I had the Raptor, but that got impounded by Homeland Security. It's a whole nother story.
Well, you had the boy George BMW with the little earring. You had you had the
that was good.
What was it? George Michael style PT Cruiser, or not PT Cruiser, Mini Coupe.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the Mini Cooper.
Yeah.
That was a fun little thing.
Oh,
All right, those are the days that I could afford things, right? But here's the lesson behind that: the more crap that I bought myself, motorcycles.
mm.
The more crap I bought myself, okay, hold on. Now we're talking about this stuff, right? Brand new 2024 Ducatis. I don't know if you guys can see.
Yeah.
Are being sold right here in Sicily. Oh, I love street bikes. But anyway, the more crap that I would buy, the more stress I would have because it required extra payments on things, insurance payments, gasoline, regular tune-ups, the state inspections, on and on and on and on. Oh, I found something cool. All right, you guys ready? It says Grand Hotel Villa Polita. We're gonna go inside.
Now, do you speak a lick of
Might as well.
Italian?
Nope. But no, I'm learning some bits and pieces here.
I
Really cool.
think it's crazy because I mean I'm sure you know like certain words, but you indulge yourself into a place that even though your name sounds it, you're not it. You know, you're an Americanized Italian.
The truth of the matter is, okay, when you visit these countries, the second language, sometimes it's even the first, is English. So it forces. I kind of end up being a little bit lazy, just because all I have to do is say hello, and if I get a response back hello, then I know that I can have that conversation. If I get a response back ciao, then I'm like, all right, maybe there's a chance I can talk with them. If I say hello and then they look at me like right, then I know there's no chance. All right, so I'm going to show you.
Yeah.
I just walked in this garden and there's lemons growing in this tree. Okay. There are oranges on that tree. This looks like what are those? They look like raisins. Do raisins grow on trees?
Raisins are grapes, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but it looks like a fruit.
Yeah, there's what, like a dade?
Oh yeah, yeah. I forgot. Raisins are grapes, but I don't know what those things are. Yeah, that's a raisin tree, guys. This I know for a fact. I know for a fact there's a banana tree because I came across trees just like this that actually have bananas in them. And there's two types of bananas. There's the large ones and there's the mini ones. And for whatever reason, the little ones are smaller. These could be limes. I don't know. I just walked into a garden, guys. This is what's happening. Like, there's just food everywhere.
I know down in Central America, they've got a different name for the smaller ones. We both spoke same time. Down in Central America, they've got a different name for the smaller bananas. I don't remember what it is, though.
You ever had fried plantains?
Plantains.
Oh, yeah. Those things are good.
Plantains can be big as hell, bro. They could be.
Can they?
Ooh,
well, what are the?
I go down to the produce store. I don't know what those are. Baby.
Wow, that
you guys ready?
Quite different, yeah.
you guys ready? Okay. This is just an average hotel here.
Wow.
Yep.
And I just walked into this place.
Cactus.
There's another cactus.
There's a cactus. Is that an olive tree?
I'm guessing. Yeah, there's olive trees all over there. Down there, I don't know, but clearly they hold some type of ceremony.
Something.
All right, let's go into the hotel. I can do this because I'm American.
Oh, wow. God, yeah, American get away with almost anything.
Like, Jesus, do whatever you want.
Yeah, that's why I like
they
this
just
place.
look at you and shake their head like, these stupid Americans. That's all they do. That's all they ever did when I was walking around like that.
They just look down on us like.
It's got a date, or maybe it's a. Hold on, come closer. It's either the number of the building or an actual date of establishment, 1862. Oh, guys. Wow, hold on. I gotta be quiet.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, it's fancy.
Wow.
Hey, buddy, can I do a quick video of the center? It's YouTube? Yes. All right, thank you, buddy.
Wow.
This place is amazing. This guy, he's it smells like chestnut and vanilla in here. It smells rich. That's the word.
Hey,
I'm so happy to get the experience with this, he goes.
Yeah.
No, he smiled. Oh, it smells so good in here.
That is gangster. Like gangster,
Yeah, this
not
is-
gangsta.
Well, I'm looking at those doors over there on the side. Those are cool as hell.
I bet you if you push one of those things on the wall, another door will open up.
No, that'd be this place. This is the Harry Potter one. Okay, right here, this fireplace.
Yeah.
Okay, one of these things I have to pull. I don't know which one.
Oh my god.
Oh, it smells so good in here. Okay, I gotta go up these steps. It has classical music going on. I'm so out of place here. Look, I'm wearing snow boots.
And he's probably let the peasants walk in. Oh my gosh.
This is my hotel. Oh, the seat feels so good.
Wow.
I'm so happy to get to experience this with you guys. This is cool. Okay. I gotta get my stinky ass out of here.
He's probably like, we have to clean the sheets now.
I don't this red carpet. I feel too less of a human right now to step on that red carpet. So I'm gonna stay off to the side.
They ain't rolled out for you.
No, well, actually, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's cool.
so. Oh wow, this place is just.
Hey, find out that guy's name when you go out. It's like,
Yeah,
hey, take it easy.
Thank you so much. What's your name? Francesco. Michael. Nice to meet you. And this is for a podcast back in the United States. But this place,
Take it
fantastic,
easy,
man.
Francesco.
Ooh, all right, I get back outside.
Place is cool.
Now, does it
Okay.
smell? Does life smell different on the outside? It
Yes.
smells worse.
It's
I want to go back in.
It smells like money in there, like a lot of money. Oh, I can't describe it. Like the aroma that's coming out of there it's like leather and bourbon. That's probably that's the best way. And vanilla. Those three combinations put together. That's what that place smells like.
Yeah, it smells like the whole higher echelon of hooker, man.
How many people
You
we got
would go
watching,
there.
by the way?
Oh no, we're recording
At
this.
least
and
6.
then- yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then we're gonna release this on, when we release it, but I'm gonna chop it up a few times, make some shorts out of it. We have a schedule.
Okay.
have a-
We have
We
a
have-
schedule.
I want to bounce off it too for today's recording because I didn't do any recording today for day number 40 because I want to do this with you guys. And yeah, I don't know where they got these trees, but these are like Amazon trees over here. Look at the size of these things. Well, actually, they're relatively small compared to the other ones I've seen. But
Well, no, I'm just looking how the trunks are all growing together and cool. They're like those ones down in Arizona that I took pictures of. Same style.
might be cousins. What is that, like a willow tree,
Yeah.
maybe?
Does it look like there's no bark on it and stuff, or what?
Those look almost like willow trees, I believe.
I don't know because the leaves. I don't know, but
Well, I mean, it could be.
it's definitely
Yeah.
it's a tree. I can tell you that much.
Now, see, we have something like that down here, but the leaves are
Yeah.
a little bit bigger, and it's called grapeseed, and it grows. It's actually like a vine, and it grows only like that. But if you let it go, it'll look like that, and the roots will be all like it'll look like 10 different trees and just one into one. It's a weed.
How long do you think? How many years do you think it takes to grow to size like that?
Not very fast. In retrospect, like compared to like an elm
Oh.
tree or an oak, where it might take 100 years, that might only take
Yeah.
50 years.
Well, I remember we planted a walnut tree back home when I was like 4 or 5 years old. When my mom died,
Yeah.
it was maybe the size of my
Yeah.
head. And that
Okay.
was 40, 50 years in between.
But I mean,
That's
hardwood.
walnut tree, though.
Yeah, it's
They're slow.
hardwood.
All right.
Pine trees
All
will
right.
go up and like that, but that's
Yeah.
soft, porous wood. I know about my wood, buddy. I know wood.
Those conifers grow much quicker.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm so happy I got to do that with you guys. That was a good experience. And the guy, he was polite. He smiled. He's like, yeah, it's no problem.
His
So
name was
maybe do a little
Francesco.
advertising. Yeah, it was Francesco.
You got a car coming behind you, buddy. Get off the road. Don't get hit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a little
Don't get
dog
taken.
now, like a Schnauzer. I'm gonna name her Francesco. I'm gonna cut him a little
Where does he
beard.
want to go? What is he doing?
Oh,
Or as
the
I've heard
he's
of women
lost.
call Francesca, so it's kind of a, oh, it must be like a Stacy name.
Ooh.
You know, man or woman.
Well, no, yeah. Well, no, Francesca would be because it's feminine and masculine, like the Spanish
You
language.
got the A on the end. Yeah, yeah, but it's like Stacy or Kelly.
Yes. Here, actually, my
Taylor.
first name definitely sounds like a female's name back in the U.S. because it would be Michelle.
Oh my
In
God! So
Italian.
it's just like you, it's feminine too in the U.S. Oh
Yeah. Hey guys.
Makes me take a Euro trip.
yeah. Oh,
Okay. That is the reason I wanted to. One of the very first movies I seen, Eurotrip. That movie is one of the reasons why I wanted to come to Europe in the first place. But I thought it'd be just like that. Actually, kind of has been.
Yeah.
I think it'd be more like the movie Hostel. That's why I don't want to go.
No.
But I'm telling you guys, and for whoever else is watching, okay, I'm going to be here doing this a long time. If I got to take the next 3 years to walk around this island to find every important site, I'm going to do it. So whoever wants to take that vacation for a week or 2, a month, it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm going to be your tour guide because clearly I know how to survive, right? All you need is a tent. You need a tent. You need a sleeping bag. You need a good sense of humor and just the want to explore. This island has endless stuff to explore. So I'm telling you how easy it is. You get on a flight, you head to the nearby city, right from the US. Every city has a train station, and then the train station to whatever town that I'm at, and I'll pick you up at the train station. Like you'll be here within 24 hours. That's how simple it is.
Well, if I could get a
More or less.
passport, I would come join you for the next like 6 months.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
It would be different, but I have like
I can
4
only
pairs of
imagine.
Crocs, buddy. So I croc properly.
Okay.
Might want
Okay.
some
No, I
different
know,
shoes
I
to
know,
walk
I
on
know.
much.
Well, I have I have minimal shoes. They look like water shoes, but they're like toe shoes for hiking.
And you got
They're
your
fun.
Crocs with
Guys,
fleece on them.
Okay. These are snow boots. Okay. I'm walking in snow boots doing all this.
Oh yeah.
Right? Just wear whatever you got. Okay.
Why don't we do?
That's all that
why don't we
matters.
just, hey, I'm cool. Let's wear a loincloth. You know, I'm a little hairy. I got the extra wool.
Well,
You can do
here
that.
in about 3 months, it'd be hot enough to do that. I guess. It'd definitely be hot enough to do that, to just wear your underwear out here. I mean,
Have you never
it
seen
is
his
going to be
back?
beach season.
No,
Ooh.
he has, Bruce. He's yes, he has.
You got to wax that thing before beach season.
Oh my God! Yeah, the bear
You
comes
might
out
have,
of hibernation.
people think you're the Yeti or something.
Jesus Christ! It's the Sasquatch.
No, I think you would actually you would attract a lot of female companions here. I
Why?
think.
'Cause my face is very sittable, or more because I'm funny and I don't speak a lick of anything. I barely speak English good.
That's exactly how it works. Okay, you smile, you make it look like you're laughing at things, and then people in general are always like, "Oh, why is he so happy? What makes him smile?" And then they just get drawn into you. In this world, females especially, as I've noticed.
What
So
about?
if you could,
So it's not like Scarface, where he goes up.
Oh,
and
man.
the way to get women in this country is
no, the mafia here has been wiped out apparently back in the 1990s. They did one massive raid across the island and pretty much dismantled the organized crime. So it's safe.
I mean,
Theoretically.
even with that, it's like where I grew up. If you just mind your business, know who to talk to, how to talk to, and just be respectful, there's gonna be somebody who's gonna test you, but be ready for that. But if you're just cool, calm,
Not here.
collected,
No.
well,
Not here.
no.
I'm telling you, like I've never had so much fantastic hospitality from people across the board. Every place I've stopped, I just it doesn't happen anywhere else in the world at the moment. Well, at least from my own experience.
Well,
Yeah.
I think what we should do is we got to bring you on like once a month and just like where in the
As an update.
world is the
Where in the
Ghostznu?
world is Mikey Losey? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I would definitely be up to doing that. I know that it is, how long we're on for? Hour and 4 minutes, so we'll keep it at that hour.
Yeah.
I
You got
hope
any
I
closing
have.
words?
Get outside your bubble. Get outside your bubble. Push yourself to do something different. You don't have to pray to God, okay? But just look to something that is bigger than yourself outside your bubble, and ask for help to
Yep.
pull you out of that bubble. That's what I did. Okay, I broke free of everything, and I'm smiling almost every moment of the day.
What I caught is you started saying you were getting religious, or no, you're getting closer to Christ. Which religion? I believe in God more than what you'd ever imagine, but the whole religion part, it's been so corrupted and so just driven towards people's own things, and they take all the words in the Bible and just direct them towards what they want, and it's just so corrupted. I like the way you put it.
I guess the way to condense it down is find your spiritual path. Well, first, even know it exists. Everyone has a spiritual path. The second part is everyone has to cross the turmoil part first. They have to put in the hard work first, and then comes the fruits afterwards. Okay, there is no cheating. There's no easy way around it. The hard part comes first. Now, the truth of the matter is, if you don't even know
Are
you
you
have a
willing?
spiritual path laid out in front of you, you're already in the hard part. You're already living the hard part. Okay, once you realize that, okay, I want to find the light for my life, then you're on the spiritual path, starting at that moment.
Yep.
I like the way you put that. Yeah.
All right, I walk the
Brucey,
back.
give us our safety brief.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it the weekend?
Well, you got to be careful what you're doing. You can't you can't go climb on the cliff. It's going to fall off. You got to make sure you look before you cross the road. That's a big one, because that looks like a bus.
She said hi.
Yeah. If you find a fancy restaurant, ask a guy named Francisco. You'll smell rich.
Francesco.
Oh, yeah.
No matter what you're doing, always be safe. Do what you should do, and don't get taken.
Don't get taken.
No. If there's anybody crazier than me, okay, on this island, I will find them. But don't worry, guys. God's got my back. So I appreciate it. You send the prayers out. They'll be heard. And I'll talk to you guys soon.
All right.
Later, brother.
Love everybody.
All right.
Peace out, Nimrods.
All right.